Riyad Mahrez, N'Golo Kante, Cesc Fabregas. All Premier League legends in their own right. They've experienced multitudes of success in England, but what else do they have in common? They would have not been able to come to the UK with its current immigration laws. See, in January 2020, the UK withdrew from the European Union, with one of the main objectives being to take back control of the UK borders. This led to changes in immigration policies, including the end of free movement between the UK and EU member states. And since 2017, over 50% of incoming Premier League transfers have been non-UK players. In January 2021, the UK government introduced a governing body endorsement, a GBE system. The GBE system operates on a points-based system, which includes factors such as appearances for senior teams, the quality of the selling club, and club appearances. International appearances take priority. Any player who regularly plays for their national team for a country ranked in the top 50 of FIFA's rankings automatically passes the required threshold. All of these factors contributes to their points tally. In summary, the GBE system has significantly reduced the number of players available for UK-based clubs. Interestingly, we also see that Argentina and Brazil, despite their Band 3 status, have a lot of players available for GBE passes, mainly saying that the UK still hasn't yet tapped into the Brazilian or the South American market as a whole. The reason being that a lot of these players have had good runs in the Copa Libertadores and the Copa Sudamericana competitions, the South American equivalent of the UEFA Champions League and the UEFA Europa League, and they grant players amazing points. So in the future, we'll be seeing more transfers similar to Julian Alvarez, Andre Santos at Chelsea, and even Enzo Fernandez. But what about the best talent available to English clubs? The market size has reduced significantly for clubs under the post-Brexit regulations, and especially for clubs in the lower divisions, it makes it much harder to attract foreign talent. Since the regulations were introduced, EFL clubs have struggled to secure GBE passes for players, with only 18% of applications being successful. This has led to a decrease in the number of foreign players playing in the EFL, which could affect the overall quality of the leagues. However, for the Premier League, the effects haven't truly been felt yet. The Premier League has now become a buying market more than a selling one, meaning that the Premier League are focusing on signing those bigger name players as opposed to the younger ones that they can sell on in the future. The Premier League's financial power has enabled it to attract the best talent, as demonstrated by Man City's acquisition of Erling Haaland, Man United signings of Jadon Sancho and Rafa Varane as well. The post-Brexit regulations were structured in a way that made it more likely for the best players to secure sufficient points to be granted a work permit, but the impact on the next generation of talent remains to be seen. However, Brexit may not be all bad news for football in the UK. One of the positive aspects of Brexit is that there'll likely be a focus on academy football. This means that homegrown talent will become more important to clubs in the UK, giving youth players more of an opportunity to play at a higher level. We've seen this especially through Smith Rowe, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden. They're all having amazing seasons, or they've had amazing seasons recently. Also, Brexit makes it more difficult for future superstars like Jude Bellingham and Jadon Sancho to be lost to European football leagues at younger ages. However, a common trend from this is that bigger teams are stealing talents away from other academies, and this is a problem that we'll be seeing more and more unless English football are able to address it. So nowadays, instead of seeing a Cesc Fabregas, we may be seeing players like Evan Ferguson emerge through the ranks. Whilst we are only 3 years since officially declaring Brexit, we have been seeing immense changes in the British system. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. All of my content came from the Analytics FC Brexit report that was published in November 2022. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description because it really shaped my idea for this video. I've been Rimedi, you guys have been my loyal subscribers. Take care, and I'll see you very soon for another video.